afternoon from Los Angeles and happy Friday. It's Alyssa Corum and Ken Shreve here with a look at the stock market today. And on today's show, we're going to be taking a look at three stocks that have been holding strong despite the widespread volatility that we've been seeing. Now, we did see a pretty substantial losses across the board on Friday. Looked like, intraday, Ken, we were trying to come back a little bit, but got slammed back down again. The Dow finishing with a loss of about 4.1%. But on a weekly basis, here's a weekly chart of the Dow, we did see a pretty notable gain for the week across the board.
Yeah, I mean, the Dow is going to end the week with a gain of well over 10%, but it was kind of an interesting session because we were down sharply for most of the session. It was, but the volatility was really missing because even though we held pretty sharp losses throughout the session, the range for the Dow and other major stock indexes today held inside of yesterday's range. So even though the percentage declines at the close, look pretty bad, if you just look at a daily chart when you can of the Dow, you'll see that it held inside yesterday's range, and after three straight days, I mean, it was really a historic run for the Dow on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we'll take the losses today in stride and see what next week brings.
That's right. And of course, you will find our latest in-depth analysis on the market's direction in the big picture column. So make sure you check that out. And the action comes as cases in the US for coronavirus are on the rise, right, Ken?
Yeah, I mean, in fact, I just noticed they topped 100,000. That's according to the Worldometer website, which has fairly timely data. New cases at this point Friday at 14,602. So that might have been part of the reason behind the selling late in the day. Maybe the realization that we're probably going to see some pretty daunting numbers over the weekend and into next week as well. So everybody's wondering what the coronavirus spread numbers in the U.S. are eventually going to look like, but they did top 100,000 cases in the U.S. Today.
Yeah, and in the meantime, investors should still be looking for names for their watch lists, as we are still in a rally attempt here and could next week get a follow-through day. So let's go ahead and take a look at Regeneron. That's the chart you're seeing here. This is a weekly chart. Regeneron locking in a gain this week, and this is one of the rare few charts out there that we've seen the stock holding above its 10-week line.
Yeah, so not surprisingly, on a really down day for the market today, most of your best outperformers were these coronavirus stock plays. So Regeneron has been an outstanding performance. You can see a good, healthy weekly chart here. It came close to a test of its 10-week moving average this week, but big news on Regeneron. First of all, this is a very, very high-quality biotech company. Very strong sales, very strong earnings, a great track record of growth. In fact, this company, when the Ebola broke out in the Congo in 2018, Regeneron actually developed a drug to treat Ebola, and it's currently under review by the FDA. So Regeneron now plans to start trials, human trials for a coronavirus treatment by early summer. So a lot of people thinking, this company might just be able to come up with a coronavirus treatment.
We're definitely going to be keeping tabs on any developments in that regard. But now let's flip our attention over to CloudFlare. Ticker there is NET, another weekly chart we're taking a look at. This is a relatively recent IPO out of the enterprise software space, Ken. And now I will say that we did see a pretty sharp sell-off for this stock, going from, about 25 down to 15 or so, but it's been able to quickly recover and it's back at prior highs.
Yeah, I mean, the software sector was one of the great pockets of leadership in the market before we entered this stock market correction, and frankly, very few software stocks have been left standing. There's a few like CloudFlare and maybe Ring Central and Atlassian, but still like the look of CloudFlare here. It is still showing good relative strength. It's a company that they offer a cloud platform that offers a variety of network services, everything from load managing or load balancing, I should say, to network optimization. So not profitable yet, but has very strong sales growth in recent quarters and pretty decent fund sponsorship. So those are two big marks for the stock. Not profitable yet, but still showing relative strength in this market.
Yeah, with these recent IPOs, really key to see that strong sales growth if we're not quite seeing the profitability, because of course, with the canceling methodology, that strong current quarter earnings growth and annual earnings growth is a key part of that. But, we give a little bit of a pass to these recent IPOs on that part.
People say, well, how do you look at companies that aren't profitable yet? Earnings growth is a big part of selecting, stock market winners and leading growth stocks. But sometimes when you have that sales growth, you have that fund sponsorship, and you have that N in Cancelim, which stands for new. It's a new product, new service driving growth. CloudFlare has got a lot of positive qualities. So for now, we can look past the fact that it's not profitable, because it's probably only a matter of time before they do start turning a profit.
And last but not least, we're going to take a look at Five9 with a very strong gain this week, finding support at the 40-week line and retaking the 10-week this week.
Yeah, at one point, Five9 was actually up more than 20% for the week, and I know it managed to hold a really strong weekly gain. This is a company that provides cloud software for customer contact centers. They basically take just a boring call center and turn it into a customer engagement center, inbound calls, outbound calls, sales, marketing. So this one popped up in the MarketSmith Growth 250 under the best percentage gainers Friday, and really good looking chart here. It's made a big run in recent months, but still showing relative strength, which we like to see.
Yes, that is true. We love seeing that relative strength in these market conditions. All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you right back here next week.